Start of 1944. Germany has enacted level 9 mobilization and they will be out of manpower once again very soon. The Soviets are attacking all over the Eastern Front and are making pretty great gains. Hello viewers and welcome to a new episode of my Soviet Union World Conquest in the new World Order 2 mod. Last episode we did quite a few things, like partook in World War II, and now we have to finish what we have started and occupy Berlin. And so the first encirclement, 6 German divisions have been destroyed in Smolensk, and the second encirclement has been completed, and in Estonia of all places. Apparently it didn't take them too long to run out of manpower once again. Now they are even in more trouble. Ah, yes. Tenitua is now a part of me. Honestly, I'm not sure why they bothered naval invading Tallinn, but well, thank you, I guess. 1944 was quite a successful year. We have pushed the Germans back into German territory and we are on our way of liberating Ukraine. I also noticed something very cool. Romania is not at war with me. You feel this, guys? This is how the end of Germany just physically looks like. There are at least 100 divisions in this large encirclement that I will get to clear up now, which is quite awesome, honestly. And it's all thanks to Romania not being in this war. Oops. I guess while we are here we can pay Romania a bit of a visit. They weren't at war with me, but they cooperated with Germany. Yeah. Wow, it didn't really take much convincing for them to switch to my side, so I guess that's nice. And another one bites the dust and joins my side, Bulgaria, who has quite a sizable army and would make it very easy to take more of the Balkans. I'll have to give Germany credit, however. I'm a bit past the date of the war ending in our timeline and they're still resisting extraordinarily well. I mean, they are doing so by throwing units that are at half strength, quarter strength, or 1/10 of their strength against me, but I mean, they're still doing their best, and I can't deny it. And while we are here, let's just snag these guys up. Honestly, this is just being a dead horse at this point. This final encirclement is really the nail in the coffin for the Axis. Unfortunately, I'm in a land grab battle now with the Allies, since the Italian regime has collapsed and it's just free real estate at this point. Also, my troops have taken Berlin somewhere at some point, so at last I have a breakthrough of sorts in Norway. I couldn't cross because Narvik and Bodø have an amphibious landing province, so I had to grab as much of Norway as I can. What you really want to start doing is liberating some nations, like Italy, definitely Austria, and Denmark once I get a few more provinces. The reason being is because in a scripted peace deal I will lose the land that I conquered there, so if I make it so that America doesn't get much of it, it's better for me. It means I have to take less things, well, less provinces than before. So Germany has had their event called Fall of the Third Reich, so it's time to start definitely liberating countries left and right, like Belgium, Denmark, Norway, and the Netherlands. This is going to be ugly, but I'll have to liberate France as well, or at least parts of them that I can. Also, Italy is pretty split up. And instantly, after finishing World War II, it's time to start fighting other people. You know, I'm not against partaking in the Operation August Storm, but there's kind of nothing to storm here anymore. Honestly, I would say that we ended up with a pretty impressive block after World War II. I think we should expand it just a little bit. I'll do so by taking a small detour in Sweden. Oh yes, we truly are a superpower. I mean, just look at my industry. You guys may be curious, when am I going to finally declare war upon the Allies? Well, I'm going to fight them when they declare war upon me first, which should be quite soon because I'm invading countries left and right. It's quite odd how they haven't invaded me despite me attacking Greece, though it's probably a bit better for me to take it a bit slower. Honestly, if I was the Allies in this game or in the real world, I would have looked into stopping such an aggressive spread of communism, but I guess if they're silent then it's okay. I'm growing rather increasingly bored with this whole preparation for the next World War, so let's just kickstart it now. Yes, I'm at war with the rest of the world now. So it's time to first focus on France. Oh no. It starts out small, but then it starts to spread very aggressively. I have to remove this tumor before it grows. Is it just me, or is the US launching rockets all around the world? It's actually the first time I see the AI launching a ballistic missile, so there you go. And thus, Italy has been annexed. So that means spaghetti for everyone. Besides rich people, they'll get a slightly different treatment. Oh, well, that wasn't nice of them. US just nuked Baku. What the heck? Oh, well, something interesting just happened. France has collapsed, and it seems that all of their territory went to Algeria. I think they're 80 years too early for that now, aren't they? So we have taken mainland France, and there's just no reason to stop. Let's destroy these fascist collaborators and remove fascism from the face of the earth once and for all. Ah, isn't this beautiful? Oh, it looks like the US is preparing a Desert Storm type operation. Well, I'll have to shut it down really quickly before it gets out of hand. And just like that, Iberia has switched to the right side. It's quite amazing that the Allies are not giving me any wiggle room anywhere. Like, they just keep launching naval invasions everywhere and make it very difficult to fight them back. Also, they recruited quite a few troops here in Africa to stop me, which is quite sad. Honestly, I consider it a miracle that I managed to pull this off somehow. Also, it seems that the UK has a few WMDs that I was not aware of, so it's good that I landed when I did. And so, just like that, the United Kingdom has been liberated. I'm going to release them as puppets now. England and Scotland. And I do believe that I'm going to... what else? Well, India is almost down, which is very important, since most of the Allied troops just seem to be clustered there, and Africa is kind of under control now. It's quite difficult to just beat them down here in Africa, but I'm slowly managing all of this. The strategy with which I will invade the United States of America will probably be the same as the one that I used when invading them as Germany in my 1943 Let's Play, just island hopping into Iceland, Greenland, and then into Canada. However, all of my troops are spread out on so many fronts against the United Kingdom, Africa and India. So I'll have to probably build a few more troops and drag the ones that are not doing anything into this final struggle of sorts. Oh, Australia, you really done goofed by doing that. I think this is a pretty... yeah, I have to deal with this. I think this is a pretty nice place to end the video off, it being 1950 and May Day. In this episode we did quite a lot. We have finished Germany, declared war upon the Allies, and we have already taken the United Kingdom. The United States should not be too difficult, I hope. Well, I mean, my doctrines are really being researched quickly, and the army should not stand any chance against what I have. So, thank you, viewer, for staying throughout this video, and have a nice day.